Greetings and salutations from beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. Welcome back to my channel. You know, when you're an avid shopper like me, you're bound to pick up some things that you're going to regret over time. And boy, do I have a few that I want to discuss with you today. It runs the gamut of items that you could possibly buy, from shoes to pants to shirts, pretty much anything you can think of. And you know, for me, it's really hard to turn down a great deal, and sometimes the deals get the better of me. You see, it's really often better to just spend the money on what you exactly want than buying something that you just got at a great deal and you thought maybe you could make work. So without further ado, let's get into a few of my bad purchases over time. Now, for the first thing on this list, it's something I picked up that's a little bit of a 2-for-1, and I actually got them from the Converse outlet not too far from my house. It is the Converse Weapon CX in this funky kind of, I don't know, animal print, multicolor look. I don't know exactly what to call this, and probably one of my main problems with it. And also this Converse and Joe Freshgoods Pro Leather. Now, this was a bit of an impulse buy. I got them both for about $45 or $50 for the set of two. And the Pro Leather was something I had been eyeing for a while. I do actually really like that silhouette. Just every time I buy them, I never end up wearing them. Now, for me purchasing the Converse Weapon CX, it was actually something inspired by my love for the Rick Owens Turbo Weapon. I just happened to love the shape and the styling of that shoe, and I thought I would try it out in a regular version. Now, these are hard to come across in store, at least in my experience. I haven't seen them in store, and nor would I pay the retail price for them, which I will put up on the screen because I don't know exactly what it is, but I wouldn't pay whatever that is for these shoes. What I would pay is $30, which is what I think I paid for these to begin with. Now, I don't overall hate the shape, and as you can see with this flared jean, it doesn't really bother me quite as much, as you can't see the funky animal print and multicolored look on the side. But then when I pair them with the shorts here, you can see them in all their glory. And once again, I don't hate the shape. I don't even hate the black and white color blocking, but I really despise this animal print multicolored thing that it has going on. Now, if they would have had some other options in these, I probably would have bought them. And even seeing the way they look with these flare jeans, it makes me almost want to keep them in some ways. But alas, I just cannot get over that color. I don't know what they were thinking, but I can't get over that. And I don't know what I was thinking other than these were an incredible deal. One thing I will say is it did give me an opportunity to experiment with the silhouette. And though I've only worn them really one time, I did really like the shape and the way they looked on my feet. Now, for the second pair, the Joe Freshgoods Pro Leather, this is one that I actually wanted. When I saw that this was releasing, I actually love the concept of them. I do love the fact that they have these kind of varsity looking letters, is probably the closest thing I can equate them to. You can really sucker me in with a varsity Letterman look. I've always kind of been into that. And I do like the fact that they are Velcro and you can stick them on other parts of the shoe. And speaking of the Velcro, it really goes into what the material of the shoe is, which feels more like a felt or something like that, designed for you to kind of stick the letters on them. Now, I don't know if this capsule was inspired by some type of retro feel, but if you look at some of the marketing, which I will put in here, it does seem like it was going for like a retro kind of 60s or 70s vibe with it. With that said, I think the shoe is very well executed, but it comes down to me not liking the way that they look on my feet. As you can see, they do have kind of a slim high top profile. I'm a little top heavy. Sometimes slim shoes just don't look good on me. Sometimes the chunky just works a little bit better for me. And I think that's really my problem with these shoes. I have not worn them once since I purchased them. And once again, I think the execution of the shoes are done incredibly well. It just does not work for my personal aesthetic and my look, but I did want to give them a try, and I'm not mad at the fact fact that I gave both of these a try at the price point. But at the end of the day, would I rather have my $50? Yes, versus having these shoes that have no resale value. So I'm not gonna be able to do anything with them. So the next thing on my list is this Marni floral shirt that I picked up from the Real. I know people keep thinking I'm saying the Real World. So I've been called out about that a few times in the comments, but it is the Real, which is where I got it from. It is a designer consignment shop that you can purchase online. They do also have brick and mortar stores as well. This I actually got from my local store here in West Palm Beach. I had seen it online. It was listed in my measurements, so I thought I would give it a try. I went to the store, I tried it on, I took a picture and sent it to my then girlfriend, asked her what she thought of it, and she thought it looked pretty good too. But in the grand scheme of things, I regret purchasing this shirt because it is just not my fit and not my style. As you can see in the photos, it does fit, but it is very fitted and it does show off my curves, my humps, my lovely fella lumps, and I cannot stand that. I just do not like a fitted shirt overall. I like my stuff a little bit baggy, you know, a little less fitted. With that said, the pattern is not bad. The fabric is really nice. As you can see, it has kind of a loose floral pattern and some really nice primary colors. It's just white and a little bit of yellow and like green, black kind of going on it. So it's a very simple shirt. It's very well made. It feels really nice on the body. The cotton is really light. I think it's 100% cotton, but it feels like it has a little bit of stretch for comfort. It is a really nice shirt, so it's nothing against the shirt itself. It's more so it's not my style, and I thought I would step outside my comfort zone when I bought this, and also it came in at a great price. I think I got it for right around $100, and so I was like, let me step outside my comfort zone. I do like floral shirts, don't get me wrong. I just like them a little bit looser and boxy, and I was like, oh, this could be like a great date night shirt, and all it has done is set in the back of my closet with the tags still attached to it. I wish I had not spent the money on this shirt. I could have invested that $100 into something else that I actually really would have worn. And as you can see, there's a theme here. I am incredibly not frugal, but I love a deal, and sometimes it's hard for me to turn down a good deal. And speaking of a good deal, you know what's a good deal? This content that I'm delivering to you for $3.99. All I need for you to do for me right now is click that subscribe button, man. We are on the road to 500. We at 310. Yay. Shout out to all of y'all for watching my videos, clicking that like button. I know y'all vibing with your boy, but go ahead and click that subscribe button and let them know that you fucks with your boy. And if you're feeling real frisky, go ahead and turn on those notifications so you know when I drop a new video, whenever it is, once a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent, but you know what I'm saying? I got the lighting set up, everything going. So all I need for y'all to do is click that subscribe button, let them know that you fucks with your boy, and we'll go keep vibing with the rest of this video. Let's go. So the next thing that I picked up that I really regret buying is these Obey printed relaxed fit jeans. Now, I don't know, when I saw them in the store, I found them at like a Nordstrom store. They were priced really cheap, I think maybe $40. I thought the pattern, the print was really unique. And I was like, man, I could do something freaky with these. And I got them home and I started like playing around with them, trying them on with a lot of different stuff. And it just was the color. It was too bright, too much for me. I really wear a lot of black and I wear a lot of blue jeans. And sometimes I wear jeans with prints on them and colors and stuff like that. But rarely do I dabble in like the Superman red and blue color that these particular pants have. And they were super long on me when I got them, so I thought I would cut them and crop them, and maybe I wear them with some boots and make it work. And I found myself only wearing them outside one time. So this is maybe like the second time that I've had these pants on, and that's for this video, this B-roll, to tell you that I wish I hadn't bought them. They are really cool, don't get me wrong. I think in the hands of the right person, they would be able to freak these, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think the fabric's really cool. I think the pattern is really cool. I just don't think it's for me, and I thought I would once again step outside my comfort zone, try something cool. The cost wasn't really much, so it was worth me, you know, testing it out. But in the grand scheme of things, I wish I had my $40 because I'm not gonna wear these pants. Though looking at them with these Beetle Bozo boots, I don't know, man. I don't know. They look kind of fresh with these. I might be able to resurrect them and give them at least one more wear. We gonna see. So the next thing that I picked up that I kind of regret, and I'm gonna say kind of regret because I actually got a lot of use out of these pants when I got them. I did wear them a lot. This was my first mainline Rick Owens piece, and I picked them up once again from the Real, and I think I got these for $200 or under $200. But it's these Rick Owens mainline crop drop crotch pants. I don't know what season they're from. They don't say. But I thought these were the coolest things in the world when I got them. They look like knickerbockers. I guess I felt like I was serving up some old world style, some old English, some old early US style with these boys on, you know, and I was trying to capture that honestly in this thing with the Rick boots, with the creeper boots with it. But yeah, I thought I was doing something with these, but in the grand scheme of things, one, I've expanded a little bit so they don't fit me quite as well as you could probably tell in the video, in the B-roll here. But also, they're just so specific, and I just really don't like how tight they are on my calves. I wish they were a little bit looser. I was expecting them to fit a little bit looser through the legs, and they are not. They are very, very slim. They're very, very comfortable. They have a little bit of stretch in them, but they're made out of virgin wool, so they're really nice and they're really well made. But I mean, and the thing is, I got a lot of wear out of these, so that's what's so crazy. I don't know what I was doing. I can't really see how I could style these. They'll probably remain because they are a part of my collection. But man, I can't see myself getting much wear out of these in the future. I don't know what I was thinking. In the grand scheme of things, do I wish I had my $200 back? Yes, but also this is my first like mainline Rick clothing piece, and it definitely holds a special place in my heart. With that said, I'm not wearing these, and I probably could have put that $200 into a better piece. So next up is another Rick Owens piece, but this time a Rick and Adidas piece. This time it is the Rick Owens and Adidas Level Runner. So one thing I gotta say, I have an affinity for the Rick Owens and Adidas collab. I never owned a pair of these Level Runners, but I always thought they were really cool, and though I would prefer to own the stretch boots, the sneakers were cool too, so I thought I would get a pair. Saw a guy selling this pair on Grailed. I got them at an incredible price. I think I paid $100 for them, and I thought I would be able to freak them, but my problem with them is that they are all black and they look like service worker shoes. I look like I'm gonna go flip burgers or I'm gonna go clean hotels or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but for a shoe that I want to kind of get fits off with and look like I'm wearing something dope and luxury and that stands out, I think the all black nature of it just really kind of kills the design of the shoe. And so I find myself not wanting to wear it. Like, I just look at it and I'm like, man, I look like I'm about to go to work and not do what I do, but like go do some like labor intensive job. So, you know, that's the thing that really kills me about them. It was a great price. If I could, I would get these. I think the definitive one for me in this is the orange one. And if I could get this shoe in the orange color, I think I would be happy, in pretty good condition, because a lot of times the soles are beat on them. But like these all black ones ain't it. But I am gonna hold on to them because once again, it's a collecting thing. I gotta keep them. And maybe I'll find some ways to wear them. But when I look at them, I'm just like, oh no, I'm wearing grandma's orthopedic shoes. Like this just ain't it. Last and certainly not least, and probably my favorite thing on this list and my most coveted thing on this list, as I mentioned in the previous kind of breakdown of the Level Runner, I'm really into the Adidas and Rick Owens collaboration, mostly for nostalgic reasons. It was the first thing that got me into Rick Owens. And the first thing that I saw was these stretch Superstar boots. That was the first thing that made me be like, whoa, this hit different. So when I was buying Rick and Adidas back in 2016, 2017, this was like the definitive piece that I wanted. And it was actually the shorter version of it that I wanted. I eventually got the tall one, but in all white. And I love those boots, but I rarely wore them. And for the same problems that I have with these particular boots, they don't fit tight around the calf. They're kind of loose. I would prefer for them to fit a little tighter around the calf. They're flat when you're walking in them with the Superstar kind of midsole. I wish it was a little bit chunkier or a bit more comfortable. There's also some issues with like the leather. I bought them secondhand. They seem to be in really good condition, but when I got them, they did have some caused like some separation of the sole, some little holes in them, some weirdness with the leather, some things like that. So those are all things, and I paid a pretty penny for these. I paid almost $400 for them. So I paid a lot for these particular boots because I really wanted the nostalgia of them. But I find myself not wearing them, especially because I have a pair of the Mastodon boots, which I think just fit better and look a little bit better. Though I wish they had more of a eggshell sole as opposed to like the kind of dark gray sole that they have. But these, I love them. I'm gonna keep them forever. I'm never gonna sell them. I did contemplate selling them, but I think I'm gonna keep them forever because they are just a great piece and a great capsule of that collection. But wearing them, they probably will only get a few more wears, if any more, throughout the lifetime of me having these shoes. I love that I have them. I regret that I spent so much money on them because they're more of a museum piece. They're a piece of art to me, but I bought them to wear them at that price. I was like, oh, I'm about to get some fits off with these. And it was the black and white one, and I had always wanted the black and white one. So it was just so disappointed when the condition that they came in after I got them, to just kind of revisiting all of the reasons why I didn't really like the white ones when I had them. It was just kind of disappointing, but still great to have, a great piece to have in the collection, a great piece to kind of capture that nostalgia. So there you have it. Those are a few of my regrets in buying. I mean, you know, I bought things for a lot of different reasons, whether it be price point or something to collect or have or nostalgia. Like, I bought things for a lot of different reasons. And, you know, I think for me, the main thing is just thinking through those purchases when you're making them. Make sure it's going to be something that you want. Maybe give yourself a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of time. See if you continue thinking about it. And then sometimes if you still have the impulse, go ahead and buy it. You know, go ahead and pick it up, because sometimes you're not going to figure out something's not for you until you actually own it. But all in all, I'm trying to make better decisions with my purchases and being a little bit more judicious instead of just going out and buying that thing. Like, if I know I would just rather have a Rick Owens piece, instead of buying something that's similar to a Rick Owens piece that I wanted that was a little bit cheaper, I'm just going to wait and get the Rick piece when I can get it. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm kind of vibing with it right now. So I suggest you do the same thing, man. Wait and get exactly what it is that you want, because you're going to get more love and more use out of that than you are something that isn't necessarily what you wanted, but you got it because it was a great price. Or maybe it is something that you wanted, but you wanted it for the wrong reasons. You know, get it because you know you're going to love it and you're going to get some use out of it. So that's it. That's the end of the video. That's me. If you enjoyed this, maybe catch one of these too. Please click that subscribe button, man. We're trying to get to 500. Show some love to your boy. Show your boy some love. You feel me? Until the next time, peace.